In the last 1 year, we have had spate of bank recapitalization all over Nigeria. Banks have been shopping for capital to shore up the operation, and that's not news any longer. But the fallout of this bank recapitalization has been mergers and acquisition of a sort. In the last few weeks and months, we've been hearing about them. First, we reported to you that Union Bank and Titan Bank, or whatever name it's called, are now one. That one wasn't such a big deal because initially we have information that Titan wanted to buy Union Bank. Whatever happens, eventually now they are supposed to be one. Again, it's not any big deal because the surviving member, the surviving entity after the merger between Titan and Union Bank is Union Bank, which is understandable. Old bank, bigger bank, or surviving, it's like absorption, it's like acquisition. So that's one not a big deal for us. But we have issues when a smaller bank and of course another smaller bank merges without a clear characteristic of either merger or acquisition. We are talking about the case of Providus Bank and Unity Bank. On the 26th of September 2025, there is a court-ordered meeting by the High Court asking that the shareholders meet and iron out the issues concerning the merger or acquisition. It's called a merger by CBN, called a merger by the regulatory authorities, but it's a merger that looks much like an acquisition. How? What do we mean by that? Now, what is a merger? Let's consult dictionary. And again, we'll let you know what it looks like. A merger is the voluntary combining of two or more companies into a single new entity, while an acquisition is one company purchasing and absorbing another, with the acquired company ceasing to exist in its original form. That is a very simple one. Merger and acquisition differentiated. Now, these features are not exactly clear when it comes to this proposed new baby that's coming up. Now, the merger and acquisition features that things you may need to know about it. The surviving member after this merger or acquisition, whichever you call it later, would be Providus. Unity Bank will be taken in by Providus. Unity Bank is quoted on the stock exchange. Providus is not. Unity Bank is a PLC. Providus is not. And the one that is not quoted is absorbing the one that is quoted, leaving much to explain to the capital market community. Would Providus Bank now be quoted? Or is it a way to take out our quoted company from the stock exchange? Which one exactly? That may have to be ironed out. Number two thing said there that you may take home is that in the new entity, if you have Unity Bank shares, you will get 18 for 17. You will get 18 Providus Bank shares for 17 of Unity Bank shares. That's to say, it's recognized that Unity is the stronger of the two because you get more for less. That's the case. Now, if you choose not to exchange shares, you get 3 naira 18 kobo for every share that you choose not to take. I hope it's clear to you. Now, those of you that are calling and asking, what happens to my Unity Bank shares? You have a right to take a new share or some new shares in Providus Bank. If you choose not to take new shares in Providus Bank, you are allowed to exchange your shares for 3 naira 18 kobo per share. That is what the rule says there. Now, Unity Bank listed, of course, I have told you that Unity Bank assets and liabilities and intellectual property and everything about Unity Bank is to be transferred to Providus Bank. And the authority said it is without liquidation. That's to say, even though Providus Bank now takes over everything that belongs to Unity Bank in the entity with the same name Providus, except if they change it later. But this says that Unity Bank is not liquidated. Well, that's a legal term that will come to see later. Unity Bank share capitals are cancelled, but without winding up. That is the picture that we have. Now, these are other things that you may need to know. This stock started as far back as August of 2024 when CBN intervened in the case as they were planning to merge. CBN is very much in support of this merger. CBN injected 700 billion into this merger arrangement. These were to bail out certain aspects of the merger, obligations due to the both companies, and including some money that is owed by them to CBN. For 700 billion of CBN money was injected in this merger to facilitate the margin. At the end, when this whole margin takes place, 231 branches will come out of these two new banks that will become one. 231. It will become a medium class bank by any standard, including the branch network. 231 branches spread all over Nigeria. It's good. I mean, particularly if they are strategically located, seen in every state capital. As far as I know, Unity Bank is not found in everywhere. I also know that Providus is not found in everywhere. So if they will complement each other and meet where the other did not, that would be a beautiful thing. For the rest of this information, which we can give you right away, I request that you go to the comment section of this our broadcast and you will see more and things that you may need to know if you're an interested party. Thank you very much.